Today on DNVR Buffs Live, could Coach Prime in Colorado be dipping back into the transfer portal? Also a game of Guess That Transfer and a draft of the things we still love about college football. Let's have some positivity right now. Let's go.
Squad.
Welcome into the Xfinity studio. It is DNVR Buffs Live on a Thursday. How we feeling, everyone? Shout out to Jordan Kim in the chat becoming a member. Shout out to all of our members in the supporters club. Y'all are real ones. Gentlemen, how we feeling?
Feel great.
Feel pretty good.
Very windy day.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, gross. Reminds me of home.
Worst element.
By far.
I don't hate it though. Like it still feels pretty good outside.
Spoken like a Chicago.
Yeah.
Spoken like somebody who hates wind touching their skin.
I do. I hate it.
More precisely, air.
Right.
Moving air.
Moving
touching
air.
the skin.
Yeah.
That pesky moving air.
Hilarious. Today, jam-packed show today, actually. We will be talking or drafting the things we still love about college football. I'm excited for that. Guess That Transfer is back. Everyone's new favorite game on DNVR Buffs Live. We'll talk about the SEC. Could they go their own way? What does that even mean? We'll get into it. Tampering once again. The conferences are bickering about tampering.
Fleetwood Mac reference?
Scotty knows ball. All
That's
right.
crazy. I didn't see that coming.
For sure.
We'll talk a little bit of practice from yesterday and takeaways from that practice yesterday. Who stood out? But let's start today with the transfer portal. The team is mostly built, mostly. And Coach Prime emphasized that in a sit-down with our guy, Uncle Neely, a.k.a. Thee Pregame Show, that was put out on his channel earlier today. If you could play the clip of Coach Prime talking with Neely about the portal, here's what he had to say.
Everybody got to play with the same puzzle like right now, unless somebody do some crazy. You got to go back in the portal and grab a couple that's still in the portal that you think could help your team.
And that's some people lose sight of. The portal is still out there.
It's some good players in the portal right now that can flat out ball.
Yeah.
That you know we know a few. We know a few that may get a call. You know, but you got to do it in a timely fashion with academics as well, married together.
All right. What do we think? We can go through, talk about positions that we think need more depth, or just players I think who stand out, who are still available in the portal. Where do we start?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Obviously, kind of the context around that clip right there. Coach Prime was talking about how he's just so pleased that they know who's in the building, right? There is no spring portal. There is no guys leaving in about a month or so, or new guys that they got to recruit and try to bring in and acclimate to what they got going on in a month or so. So he really likes that aspect of it. But obviously there, as you heard, he mentioned that, there's a chance that they could go back into the portal. Like as he said there are some talented players still kind of hanging out in the portal. And as we know, it's closed for you to get into, but it doesn't really close once you're in there. You can take as much time as you want to choose a school and kind of figure out what your next step is. So I thought that was interesting that Coach Prime clearly seems open to continuing to add and look into the portal to kind of add reinforcements to this roster.
We've talked about this before too. Grad transfers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know specifically how it works necessarily if you graduate within the next couple months or so, and I'd assume you can just kind of do whatever you want because they've always been able to do that.
And he kind of mentioned that at the end there too. He was like, sometimes you got to make sure it works academically.
Right.
So that's obviously still a part of it. These are still student athletes at the end of the day, contrary to popular belief.
So that's interesting. It might be just that factor then. They might be waiting on a couple guys to graduate who they've already spoken to, who are in the portal, of course.
Yep.
And being recruited. First off, though, I want to mention this name because he's at the top of the On3 or the Rivals transfer portal rankings. And he's a name that's just been tied to Colorado before. It's Cameron Morgan. He was at Baylor last year, or he entered the portal in December. He was a player who came, I think, at least on a few visits to Colorado. But he's still sitting there in the portal. I've seen tweets of his, I think, too, talking about that. But this is another edge player, 6'3.5", 230 pounds. I believe he was a freshman last year for the Bears. So just a familiar name at least.
What was that name?
Cameron Morgan.
Okay.
Cameron spelled Kamauryn.
Could be like a Comorian.
Maybe.
I can see like a Comorian Morgan.
Wait. K-A.
Mauryn.
That's Cameron.
I have no idea.
It's a
Don't
unique
ask
spelling,
me.
no doubt. It's a unique spelling. But yeah, he was kind of productive a little bit, I think, as either a true freshman or a redshirt freshman at Baylor last year. And obviously something happened to get him out of there. I think there was maybe some academic eligibility kind of situations potentially with him at Baylor. And maybe that's a reason why he's still in the portal. But yeah, it's a talented player and a young player as well. I think they're pretty set at edge. They got a lot of talent. They've obviously added quite a bit at edge. They have to kind of do that entire room, overhaul that entire room. And I think they've done that. But you can never have enough reinforcements on the edge and guys with experience like he has.
So seeing this now, I think he did actually try to go to Virginia Tech with James Franklin, and then for some reason he couldn't enroll there. Yeah. So he is technically available. And if he wasn't able to enroll at Virginia Tech, I'm assuming it has to be something eligibility or academically related, right? Yeah. But as you mentioned, this is a guy who played in 10 games last year as a redshirt or as a true freshman, I think. 6 total tackles, so I'd imagine it was mostly on special teams. Never played more than 21 snaps in a game, but charted 125 snaps total last year for the Bears.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Obviously, rest in peace, Dominique Ponder. The unfortunate loss, the tragic loss of his life. Obviously, you're down a body in that quarterback room.
Yeah.
And now you have 3 quarterbacks, which I think at any level, that's never really ideal.
No, especially not in the camp.
Exactly right. When you still got 8 months of football ahead of you as we sit here in March. So I think quarterback is a position that they might have to add to, like they might have to get creative with it as well, just to get another arm there, because putting stress on these 3 right arms of these 3 quarterbacks, again, for the next 6 or so months is tough. Particularly as you go through fall camp. Like, you got to think about how many throws are thrown in the midst of a practice with warming up, 1-on-1, 7-on-7, team, and not even to mention the work that you're getting on your own away from the team and whatnot. So I would expect a quarterback to be added to this room for obviously depth purposes, for camp purposes, for arm purposes and whatnot. And as you look on 24/7 Sports, the top available quarterback is a familiar name. Cardell Williams.
Yep.
Sac State's quarterback last year. Brennan Marion's quarterback last year. He's obviously still out there. We've talked about him a little bit on the show as it relates to the go-go offense. He is a true dual threat. Like, he's a limited passer. And that was kind of why I think Brennan Marion, Sac State leaned even more into the run than at UNLV. But again, this is somebody who would bring athleticism, bring an extra arm for practice, and obviously somebody who knows this go-go offense and what Brennan Marion expects out of the position. So that's potentially a name, but certainly a position that I think they will and should add.
Yeah, he's one of the top names from the Rivals rankings as well. There's some guys out there who are available from familiar, at least recruiting pipelines. Emmett Brown was a Coastal Carolina quarterback. He played at Mater Dei. Jake Garcia was a Michigan quarterback who entered the portal. He played for Grayson out there in Georgia.
I was going to ask you, was he decent? Obviously, he ain't played it, right?
No one played quarterback besides one guy last year for them, I don't think.
He was a true freshman this past year, Garcia?
Looks like he's an older guy. Listed as a redshirt senior, actually.
Wow.
Caden Anderson, Wyoming quarterback, the big guy. He's available in the portal as well. Still a redshirt sophomore, so he's got some eligibility.
Can't really move, though.
I can't even remember what we really saw from him, honestly.
Yeah, maybe he could.
I thought
he was big.
He was fine. He was fine as a runner.
Was he the starter, though?
Yeah. He started the beginning of the season. He started the game against Colorado this year.
So
going from starting in G5 to third string power 4 just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
He threw 336 passes last year. I mean, look, he's in the portal and still available for a reason. Completed 56% of his passes, 12 touchdowns to 10 interceptions.
What were the rushing stats?
Not good.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Not good. Against Colorado, though, let's see. Oh, yikes. Only 44% completion, but no turnovers, 176 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Obviously, that was one of Colorado's best games of the year last year.
He threw 2 touchdowns that game?
I guess so. Another familiar name. Kason Wiseman's still in the portal, too. He entered from FAU. Right. He's now a junior. He's from Douglasville, Georgia. I don't know if there's any other quarterback names you really want to throw out at this point.
This is actually just a sad, like going back into the portal at this point and seeing who's still there.
Yeah.
Like these guys are just missing spring ball because they don't have a team.
They might not even really have a school at this point, I guess.
That's what I mean. Like, it's sad to hear that all these guys are just floating around in there.
There's a lot.
I guess Colton Allen's in the portal too. I'm just going through
if
it.
He wasn't, we would have another R.
True, very true. But yeah, it's slim pickings. But I mean, for sure, rest in peace, Dominic Ponder. But he was like a late addition too, right? I think he walked onto the team from Bethune-Cookman. He spent time at Georgia Tech before. He was. I mean, I don't even remember really talking about when he came to Colorado. It was just
he just was there one time.
Exactly.
In a practice.
For sure.
Yeah. So something like that can always happen. Other rooms, though, is there a room that I mean, we're 5 practices in, practice 6 tomorrow. Is there a room in particular that jumps to your mind as maybe we could use some help there, though?
I think interior defensive line as well.
You can always use help there.
You can, I think, on both sides of the ball, offense and defensive line. On interior, you can always add help. Yeah, because I think that's probably the one spot, interior defensive line, where I don't think there's a ton of depth, or at least depth with experience at that position. And if, at the very least, if you can get a big body who has just played a little bit, who can, maybe hopefully at the very least just plug up a gap or two, that could potentially be valuable for you down the line.
Yeah, I would throw in inside linebacker as just like if we're nitpicking, just searching for where they could add.
Yeah.
You've got 3 guys who you feel really good about, and then freshmen behind them. So, knock on wood. But if you were to suffer 2 injuries at that position,
be tough.
It would be, you'd be really gambling on a young player stepping up for you. So that, if there was like a Sean Myers type available out there, like that would be intriguing to me.
Completely agree. That's where my mind first went to, actually, when it came to talking about rooms, just to build up some depth, right?
Mm-hmm.
An older player, or even a player coming up from the lower levels, FCS or JUCO, even, to just someone, a special teams body type of thing. Because remember, Kylan Salter moved to the edge too, right? So you kind of lost some of that depth as well. And I think they do feel really good about the young players, the freshmen, especially the 4-stars, Colton and Crawford. But as we've seen, you really need depth at that position too.
Yeah, and you just don't. I really don't think you want to be playing true freshmen inside linebackers.
Yeah.
No.
And unless they're really like that.
That's what I was going to say. Unless they're special.
Yes.
And it's evident to everybody in the locker room in the program.
How about this guy on the defensive line from Denver, Colorado, actually? Aiden Kiana from Cal. Looks like he'd be potentially a 7th-year player.
Nice.
Available in the portal, though. Played a lot for Cal last year. 56 total tackles, 2.5 TFLs, 1.5 sacks. Played in all 13 games for the Golden Bears last year. He is the top-ranked defensive lineman in the portal, according to On3 Rivals.
Come on home.
It's been 4 years at Notre Dame, it said?
Yep.
Started his career? Is it
Yep. Played in 11 games from 2020 to 2023 for Notre Dame. Didn't really see much playing time, but then went to Cal the last 2 years. I read you the senior year stats, but as a junior in 24, 45 total tackles, 2.5 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 pass deflected in 13 games as well. So this is a guy who's played in 37 career college football games. Obviously an older player too, and was productive.
Yeah.
I have no idea, anchor, film, all that stuff, but yeah.
And someone did mention you have Gage Goldberg,
Right.
Bo LaPenna.
Walk-ons, yep.
So those you never know what the depth chart would look like, but Still a place where you could add.
Totally. Let's take our first break and shout out our friends over at Benihana. Y'all already know what it is, man. The classic hibachi grill experience that we've come to know and love. They want to let you know right now they are having an excellent happy hour deal. It's pretty much like happy hour season, right? When daylight savings time comes back around, that's the time to get back outside, hit the patio, get some drinks, all that stuff, right?
It has begun. It's that time.
And right now, you can go to the Denver and Broomfield locations from 3 to 6 p.m. to get in on Benihana's 369 happy hour, starting at just $3. It includes specialty rolls, cocktails, and premium bites. And also right now, the Wagyu of the World event is still going on. You can try some of the most premium steaks from all over the world, including Japan, Australia, USA, and they got tons of butters to complement those steaks. The hot honey butter, lobster butter, Wagyu umami butter, and the truffle butter as well. It's the favorites that you've come to know and love at Benihana. The shrimp toss, onion volcano, all that good stuff. Make your reservation and find out more information today when you go to www.benihana.com. Shout out to our friends over at Benihana.
And shout out to the squad, our good friends over at Taco Bell, man. The kings of innovation potentially in this industry. And they got something new cooking.
Did you see the news today?
Did you see what Taco Bell's got cooking up now?
No.
RK? Taco Bell is adding a skincare item to their menu, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? A little Mountain Dew Baja Blast under eye patches.
Okay. Well, I've always said Taco Bell is self-care.
Yeah. Got some caffeine, some citrus in those patches to help hydrate the skin. Before that comes out, make sure you check out Taco Bell's new limited time only chicken bacon ranch street chalupa. Jake is stamped. It. It's fire, man. You can get your set of 2 street size cheddar chalupa shells filled with slow roasted chicken, bacon, pico de gallo, shredded cheese, and the avocado ranch sauce that just sets it off perfectly, man. So don't forget to add one of the new items from the Taco Bell Luxe Value menu. They got 10 items for $3 or under, man. Nobody delivers everyday value and supports your hometown team like Taco Bell, man. Live Moss.
All right, back on the show. We're good here?
Yeah, okay. I told you you're fine.
All right.
I checked it out.
Shout out to everyone in chat. Like the stream, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate y'all. And join the conversation as well in the Toyota chat. Any other takes on the portal, additions-wise, for this team?
No.
I don't think a corner could hurt.
Oh, yep.
Sure. Why not?
I actually was thinking that earlier. I just forgot to say it.
I don't think a corner could hurt. Honestly, too, I don't think a tight end could hurt.
Thought about that as well.
I think we all certainly believe in Zach Atkins as much as we can believe in Zach Atkins, and I just think
the Fisherman.
I love you.
He's kind of balling, bro.
I know Fisher's my guy.
He's kind of balling.
He is kind of. They're using him.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, and he
Kingfisher,
and obviously Brick is there as well. But I just think about the fact that Brendan Marion, since he was hired as the OC, there's only been one tight end to kind of come into the program, and it's obviously Fisher. So I wonder if he wants to get maybe another guy or two who he sees a role for, who he sees a specific fit for in this offense and whatnot. So, yeah, I think those two could you could see an addition.
I mean, while we're on the topic, though, I mean,
and the last thing too, I just saw about that Aiden Cain and Anna that you just mentioned from Denver. He, no disrespect, all respectfully, of course. He entered the portal on the last day. So I wonder if that potentially plays a role. He waited.
I'm sure he's probably going through the courts or something right now,
maybe,
too, because he was listed again as a senior last year at Cal.
So,
but he's listed on the portal too. Don't sleep on Charlie Williams though in that tight end room.
No,
that's some familiarity with Brendan Marion too, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
All right, that's enough for the portal for now. We'll see what happens, and any news that does come through from the portal, we will surely discuss it. Practice standouts and takeaways from the Reach the People video yesterday. You want to start? Should I start?
You should start.
How about the guy who broke down the end of practice?
Who was that?
True freshman Preston Ashley. As you know, Coach Prime, they're huddled around the Ralphie logo at midfield, and Coach Prime calls up 3-1 Preston Ashley to come to the middle of the field and to share basically what he told Coach Prime, talking about being coach tough, right? And this has been a thing that we've talked about on this show and has become a theme at practice too, about kind of, trying to get a coach's perspective of how to coach yourself type of thing, right? How would you want to be coached? That was something they talked about yesterday as well. And Preston Ashley just standing in the middle talking about how he went to Coach Prime saying, I appreciate you for coaching me hard. Ends up breaking down the huddle too. This is not a normal true freshman, bro. He's going to play.
I think he is too, man. I mean, clearly Coach Prime has an affinity for him. And that can't be treated lightly, I don't think. This is somebody who is so much more mature than at their age. And I think there are a few of those guys on this team. We talk about that in regards to Julian Lewis a lot as well. But Preston, like, I think that's not normal. I feel like for a coach like Coach Prime to be like, true freshman, come here and talk to the team real quick.
Yeah.
In practice 5.
You know what I'm
of
saying?
Your career.
For real. Yeah.
That's not normal. And I don't think Preston Ashley is normal in the best way possible. So it wouldn't surprise any of us at all if once he got his opportunity as a true freshman, he makes the most of it.
I would love it so much. I kind of wish we could have got him a better number.
I very much wish that. I said that like first day I saw him in 31. I'm like, I don't love
He
that,
still gets
but-
the true freshman number thing. You know
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
totally.
Like,
31 works for like a NFL safety.
yes.
for sure.
100%.
But yeah, I mean, that 21's available.
We'll see.
Just saying.
So was one.
We'll
Just
see.
saying.
But I in honor of the family says too, Presto with the accountability, because he was up there
Yes.
talking about kind of a moment where he wasn't at his best,
Right.
where he was kind of loafing a little bit, so to speak, or at least not giving it his all. But that's somebody who wants to be coached hard, who wants to be held accountable when they're not giving it 100%.
Wants to become great.
Exactly, and if that attitude, that temperament permeates throughout the entire roster, it'll be great for everybody.
For sure. You have one?
Yeah, I mean, I know we talked a lot about Boo Carter yesterday, but
No, talk about it.
I mean, he just getting love from all the coaches, like real love. And also, too, let's just talk about this. I love the fact that Chris Marv, new defensive coordinator, does what he does at the end of practices
Yes.
to kind of have everybody on the defensive side of the ball come together, kind of decompress almost, and kind of talk about what transpired, show some people some love, because, as when practice is going on, he's not showing a lot of love.
Yeah.
He's screaming. He yelling. You know what I'm saying? And he got that look in his eyes with that little shake. You know what I'm saying? But after practice, it's more about the tender love. And Boo from, I think, 3 different coaches.
Damn near the entire secondary staff. Coach Marv shouted out Boo and another player who we'll get to here shortly. But yeah, Coach Fletch, Coach Mathis, and Von Bell shouted out Boo Carter yesterday.
They told him to stand up, like, get your flowers.
Yep.
And again, that is, if that keeps building the right way, I mean, the sky's the limit for real. Exactly what Von Bell said yesterday.
I don't know if people understand how big that is.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Like, as far as things that could happen in spring practice number 5, that could get me really excited. Boo Carter being like an example and being called out by the coaching staff is really high on the list.
Yep.
Because there's just so much BS out there about him and about his career at Tennessee, and the Tennessee fans want to tear him down. And one of you guys said it, like, maybe he needs to go to a place, like a fresh start, where he's loved.
Love on him. And that's what they're doing, it seems
this,
like.
This fan base is loving on him.
Hell yeah.
And now that's happening with the coaches, but the coaches don't do it for nothing. He's got to earn that.
Yeah.
And he, to me, has the real potential to completely alter the course for this defense. Like, I think that he's that talented, that special. He can make type of season-changing plays if he even gets near his potential.
Totally, man. He could be the player who unlocks everything for this defense and gives Big 10 or Big 12 offenses a ton of headaches this year. The other player who got shouted out, though, was Samu Taumanu Pepe, the big defensive lineman from Baylor.
Big fellow.
He got shouted out by Coach Hilo, by Coach Marv. I might have just been those two, but he's also another player who is participating in Ramadan. So he's fasting. Big boy fasting and balling out at practice in the early days, man. That's huge.
Yeah.
It is huge. Obviously, everybody saw the clip of, Chauncey Gooden kind of having his way with Samu, I think a week or two ago. And I think that was kind of the gist of the love that they were giving Samu, like kind of bouncing back.
Yeah.
And that's what you need. Like, you need resolve as a team, as an individual at every position, because things are just not going to go the way you want them to all the time. Like as we know in college football, particularly, like there is bound to be obstacles in the way of what you're trying to accomplish, and just setbacks too. But the more you have guys with resolve who don't let a bad play or a bad series or a bad drive or whatever impact the next drive or the next play or the next series, the more guys you have like that, the better. And if Sambu, with his size, if he turns into a rotational player for this defense on the interior, particularly in short yardage situations, that could be super valuable for this defense.
Yep. Or was it Sama? Balin Sama? Well, I guess forget about everything I just said. Either way, Balin Sama Kamara, favorite of ours on the edge, right?
Yeah, it could have been Sama.
Either way.
If I may guess based off of the name, I would go with Balansama Kamara.
The camera did not help us in this situation either, by the way. So
It's true. It's tough.
But yeah, that's Fisher Clements too.
Big
We
fish.
mentioned him earlier. He's running routes down there too. I mean, we talked about him as a big blocking tight end, right? But he's out there catching passes, man. And you're going to see a lot of tight ends on the field in the same set too. And it seems like he's actually really fleshing out his game and could be used as a weapon. I mean, I can see it coming now. I mean, he's going to end up with 15 receptions or something this year. But it's like damn near everyone's going to be drawn up by Coach Marion, and it's going to be big.
And I saw the clip too of Coach Prime challenging him a little bit. I think he was the one he was talking to, or I know he was the one he was talking to. He was like, hey, if they hit you, hit them back. Because I think it's bro, 6'7", 265 pounds. Like, you don't want no soft in that frame. You know what I'm saying? And I think I pay attention to guys like we were talking about with Preston, that Coach Prime challenges that he talks to, that he's trying to get the most out of, because I think he sees something in those individuals. And I think Fisher Clements is one of them.
Totally, man.
And just having that height, like you always think red zone, and that he could definitely be a weapon there. But I also think like just having that height in the seam, like just giving Juju such a big target in the seam to, throw an alley-oop to.
Yep.
Could be huge too.
Yep. Throw it up to the crossbar. Let him go get it.
Yep.
Let's talk recruiting. We'll get into this a bit. The Buffs are gearing up for kind of a massive recruiting weekend. I think most of these are unofficial visits, actually. But we have some big names coming to town, starting with Jackson Roper, the #1 player in the state of Colorado for the class of 2027. He will be in Boulder this weekend. We kind of talked. He spoke to someone at Rivals about his recruiting process in Colorado last week, and he's mentioned he always wanted to go play out of state for college football.
I'm going to say, do we want his sympathy visit?
He was also in the story where he was saying that Coach Prime and that staff were like just come check it out, bro.
Yes.
Like we know
don't
you're
wanna
not
be rude.
seriously considering us, but come check it out. And he was like, yeah, just off GP, I'll come check it out.
Exactly.
I'm mostly kidding. You'll take a visit from anyone.
Of course.
That's good at least.
A couple other players to discuss here. How about a quarterback? I don't know if we've talked about this kid or not. Give me a second.
It's like, what is he doing?
Caden Jones, 4-star Caden Jones. He's out of California, Irvine, California, Korean Lutheran High School. He's got Arizona, Colorado, and Washington as his front runners early. UNC, I guess, also involved. You see the UNC tweet today? What?
UNC?
Yeah, North Carolina.
No, what?
Like a former player was like, I don't know what's going on out there, but I am not coming back for a game this season.
I did, but I wasn't sure who that was. Is that a player?
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
Former player? Like a former UNC player?
Yeah. I don't know how long ago.
I did see that, yeah, but I just didn't know who it was.
Anyways, back to Caden Jones. Mentioned Brendan Marion. Quote from him: I just like Brendan Marion. Coming from Sac State, I talked to him a little bit. He has a good offense, and he's going to do good there. On Boulder, I want to get up there for a visit. I've never been up there. I'll be up there sometime in the spring, and then we'll lock in an official visit date. So yeah, he's expected, I think, to be here this weekend on an unofficial. Yeah, that's pretty much all that there's there.
Got a handful of visitors this weekend.
Who else you got?
We can talk about it on the other side of this break here.
Let's do it. Shout out our friends over at Breckenridge Brewery. It's the time for Breckenridge Brewery. The Avs and the Nuggets are hitting their playoff runs, right? That also means it's DNVR bar season. Come hang out with us here.
Pull up.
Our
Watch
birthday's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, the bar's
bar's
birthday?
birthday.
DNVR bar birthday.
Oh,
6 years.
Celebrate it and hang out with us with a few Breck brews. How about that? We got it on tap. We got them in cans. And shout out the farmhouse down in Littleton as well. If you come out here for maybe a Buffs game or you're just visiting Colorado in the summer, I highly recommend going down to Littleton and spending some time over at the Breck Farmhouse. Delicious food. You can try some beers that they don't even sell out there in stores or you can get at a bar. And you can just take a tour of the entire brewery and see how they have been doing it for 33 years, and it's just coming down to their love and passion for making good beer. Breckenridge Brewery is made with 100% renewable energy. And try some of our favorites, the Avalanche Amber, Mile High City Golden, Broncos Country Pale Ale, and more. Check out the beer locator at www.breckbrew.com to find a brew near you. Shout out Breckenridge Brewery.
And shout out to our friends over at New Built Restoration and Construction, the people you're going to need when home emergency strikes at your home. And we all hope it doesn't happen. Everyone here hopes that you don't have an emergency at your home. But New Built was built for when those emergencies hit. And you never know when it's going to happen. And you want to have the right people standing by to help you with it. And our friends over at New Built are available 24/7. And they can help with all sorts of stuff. Fire damage, water damage, mold removal, whether that's repair services, commercial projects. And not to mention, they are true DNVR fans. That's how they found us. That's how we found them. And so we appreciate their support of us, and we would appreciate if you went out and supported them. They're licensed general contractors, and they have over 600 reviews to prove their worth to you. So when that home emergency hits, New Built Restoration and Construction will be there for you at nubilt.com or 720-902-7472.
All right, back on the show talking about this recruiting weekend. You got someone else for me?
Yeah, we got a handful of guys. You already mentioned Jackson Roper is going to be here on the unofficial visit. We have talked about Barack Willis, I believe, on this show.
Yep.
He will be in town this weekend, a 4-star linebacker. Another 4-star defensive back, Gabe Jenkins, is also slated to be in Colorado for a visit this weekend as well. He is from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I think we talked about him briefly on the show. From Amani Christian Academy, a 6'2", 185-pound safety from out there in Pittsburgh. Offers from Penn State. I think he's actually the former Penn State commit who decommitted. Offers from Baylor, Florida, Florida State, obviously Colorado as well. We have certainly talked about Khalil Taylor, the 4-star wide receiver.
I couldn't find his tweet, though. He is still booked for an OV this summer, but I couldn't find his unofficial tweet from when he announced that. So I don't know if he's still coming or not.
For sure. Another guy from Pennsylvania or from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania as well. A 4-star offensive lineman, Kelsey Adams. Big fellow. We need as many offensive linemen
That's not
as
him.
possible. Kelsey Adams plays for Langston Hughes out in Fairborn, Georgia.
Oh,
he
that's,
is actually a Georgia Bulldogs commit. He's been committed to the Bulldogs since September, but he is expected to be visiting Colorado.
That's where Bo Hughley's from.
You're right. Sure is. And then obviously Kylan Bobo, who I believe we've mentioned on the show previously as well, 3-star running back.
So Chad Simmons spoke to him over at Rivals about Colorado. They are very high on my list. Colorado is my leader, Bobo told Rivals. What makes them stand out is how the whole recruiting department makes sure my family is welcomed. I have a bond with pretty much the whole coaching staff. I love the atmosphere there too. On running backs, Coach Johnny Mack. I have a great bond with Coach Mack. He's a great guy. He keeps the main thing. I really like how he makes sure his running backs are involved a lot in the offense. Simmons writes, Colorado currently holds the edge. Both Ole Miss and Virginia Tech continue to push hard for the Mississippi standout. He's coming off a standout junior season at Tupelo High School out there in Mississippi. 1,726 yards and 28 touchdowns last year. This is a high-ranking 3-star recruit. I think he only has a 247 rating, actually.
Yep. Love that star in 247.
I feel like he sounds like a guy that wants to be here.
A fairly high-ranked 3-star, though, on 247. 724th overall player, 54th ranked running back.
I got to ask, where did the name Bobo come from? Because I feel like I never heard it in my life. And then CSU hired a coach, Mike Bobo.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Buffs got a receiver, Bryce Bobo. Then there's the guy in the NFL, Jake Bobo.
From UCLA.
Such an interesting name that's kind of, I feel like, is popping up all over the place.
I grew up with a Bobo.
Really?
If my dad's watching, he knows this because he coached him as well. I grew up with the Dion Bobo family.
I gotta find out more.
I just looked it up. It says it's from all over the place, stemming from Europe, Africa, and Latin roots. French, Latin, Spanish, English, European, African.
Wow,
So
I've heard it pretty much my whole life, pretty commonly.
an interesting name.
I feel like it has popped up more in sports circles recently,
Yeah.
though, no doubt.
I think that's really it for this recruiting weekend. Stand by and wait and see for recruiting pictures to be posted and all that stuff, this weekend.
It's that time, though.
Could be
It
in for a
is.
surprise.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know.
You're right. Actually, we did have what's his name? Gregory. The 4-star. Damn, man.
Greg? Oh, Greg?
No, it's his last name. It's his last name. I want to say Matthew Gregory. Yes, Matthew Gregory from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. He showed up last weekend on a visit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You're right.
Yeah, he took a picture of Coach Prime.
Got you.
108th overall recruit from this class. So
Another Pennsylvania guy.
What was his name?
you son
Matthew
of a...
Gregory. Matthew
Matthew
Gregory.
I
Gregory.
don't remember that. Matt Greg?
Let's talk about tampering.
Dude, we do this every day.
It's becoming a bigger and bigger target. So our topic. The Big Ten sent a letter to the NCAA calling for sweeping rules changes on tampering investigations. They basically want the NCAA to stop investigating tampering, which the SEC kind of mentioned as well. However, today the NCAA also responded and will continue tampering enforcement despite the Big Ten's complaint. An NCAA spokesperson, Megan Durham-Wright, spoke to Pete Nakos at On3. There have been no changes in tampering rules, and there is no moratorium on enforcement activity for possible tampering violations. Any changes to the infractions process or moratorium or enforcement of certain rules will need to be approved by the Division I Board of Directors, obviously. Again, this stems from the Big Ten complaining last night about tampering and wanting it to stop. However, the ACC and Big 12 have expressed their support for continued NCAA enforcement efforts, per Ross Dellinger. In fact, Big 12 Commissioner Daddy Yorbuck said he's, quote, adamantly opposed to pausing tampering investigations, while ACC Commissioner Jim Phillips released a lengthy statement expressing his full support for NCAA enforcement.
What enforcement efforts are we talking about?
That's what I was saying. Who's gotten in trouble for it?
There have been no enforcement efforts.
And I think it's hilarious that the Big Ten is like, we should stop enforcement of the tampering for a little while.
Crazy. It's one of the biggest issues facing the sport right now. And they're like, yeah, it's all good.
And I guess or at least the reason that they're trying to do this is because they're saying that there are no rule guardrails, which is kind of valid. There are no rule rules. So how can you enforce something where the rules are kind of, unclear?
Yeah.
Which I get that part of it. But, I mean, I would just like to see the NCAA do something in regards to this tampering, which is clearly running rampant throughout both college basketball and college football.
Mm-hmm. So that's where we stand with that. I mean, for what it's worth, it does sound like the NCAA. I think the Dabo thing actually put the NCAA on to like, all right, we kind of have to do something about this.
Yeah, he kind of blew it open a little bit, but still,
Nothing's happened.
Yeah. Next thing though, the SEC. So I guess.
Nothing.
So I guess what happened here? This is fallout from the roundtable thing from last weekend, right? In Washington.
Got you.
Super productive.
In relation to the Sports Broadcasting Act thing that we talked about, right?
Which I totally understand.
So Greg Sankey, the SEC commissioner, I guess was it must have been the SEC network, talking with Paul Feinbaum about it. First and foremost, who broke this down to? Ross Dellinger did. Some basic questions. Is the SEC considering its own model of governance and enforcement? Yes, but it isn't news. They spoke about it in January. Number two, is the SEC breaking away from everyone else? No, at least not yet, and perhaps not anytime soon. So with those baselines, Greg Sankey, he's in Nashville, presiding over meetings of the SEC presidents. Lots going on right now, right? You got spring football, transfer portal stuff, basketball, hitting conference tournament season. And this was like the topic of conversation. So basically, what does this say? In January, many executives within the league expressed enough frustration with the lack of national oversight and enforcement from the College Sports Commission, the CSC, and NCAA that they acknowledge urging conference leadership to consider a complete breakaway, or at the very least for the SEC to create its own rules, governance system, and enforcement mechanism. Georgia President Jer Moorhead went even as far to say, quote, we're considering to go our own way, including suggesting that the league would only, quote, want to play with schools following. Scott Strickland, the AD at Florida, said, we want to make it a national sport, but according to federal law, it's a regional sport, so that happens to have a national appeal. With the talk with...
What?
Real quick. And then so back to Greg Sankey, his talk with Paul Feinbaum. This is where breakaway talk started to heat up, because I believe Paul Feinbaum brought it up, and Greg Sankey goes, I've acknowledged there are those who have said we should go our own way. I've said that I don't think that that's the right direction, but he also said, I don't think anyone on any campus wants the status quo to remain. In our league, by unanimous vote, we can go on as we are.
They should. Let's see it.
It would create so many more issues.
Let's see it. Sometimes you just got to let people do what they want to do and let them see what it's like on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Let them do it. Because they're kind of holding everybody hostage.
I'm beginning to emotionally prepare myself for the complete crash and burn of college sports.
Seems like we're barreling towards that destination.
This feels like a monumental offseason in terms of that, in either direction.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is there was that graphic that came up yesterday that was like, choose column A or column B, and column A was like MLB playoffs, college football playoff. Yeah. And Scotty got me to thinking, like, the college football playoff isn't even that good of a product.
It's not.
No, I'm taking column B every time.
I love college football, but that specific product isn't even that good.
It's really not, bro.
And that's really sad. And it's just wow, that was quick, yeah.
Great job, yeah.
Yeah, like, I love the Masters, and I love college football, and I love the Stanley Cup.
Like, B is such the obvious answer here.
It's so clearly the answer.
Because March Madness still has the magic,
you guys don't really care about hockey, but hockey playoffs is actually the best.
I agree, for sure.
The best product.
For sure.
But if, like, I was ranking all of these, I think there's, eight sports here? My top three are on the B side.
NFL playoffs, NBA playoffs, and March Madness.
Yep.
You sleeping on the World Cup again?
Come on, bro.
What do you mean, dog?
Come on, dog. Is World Cup even on? Yeah, it is on there.
Scotty don't know.
Is that right? World Cup?
Yes.
Scotty doesn't know.
Yeah, I mean, that does make it easy for you. But the point being, I wish that seeing that college football logo, like, made me feel something the way that the Stanley Cup logo makes me feel something.
Yep. I mean, this is very easy for me. Whatever side has the NFL playoffs, I'm taking.
For sure.
So
I would still pick B, but it would hurt.
I mean, really, I'm only missing the CFP from column A.
I know.
Masters.
You're missing out on the Masters.
Of course,
I'd
yeah.
trade the Stanley Cup playoffs for the NBA playoffs in a heartbeat.
I'm just not the type of guy who has to stop everything to watch the Masters, though.
Yeah, I am. Stanley Cup playoffs is just the best. It's every moment is intense.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's put a pin on the negative things with college football. We'll get to the draft of things we still love, but it's time.
We back?
We're back.
Go.
Y'all hear the music, y'all.
Let's
Guess
go.
that transfer is back. At the conclusion of this round, we will have covered 35 transfers in this game.
Wow.
That's crazy. You know what was cool, too? I think last week, the day we heard from Juju and the linebackers on the podium, one of our guys who we see quite a bit, fan of the show, walked up to me and goes, you know what? Scott, I've been really enjoying Guess That Transfer. And that just made my heart smile, my heart warm right there.
Yeah.
And we might have to do a new iteration soon. Maybe Guess That Buff, Guess That
Coach.
Guess That Coach, right. So, yeah, let's do it. You ready, Yaya? Let's get it. First one here. I thought about taking hometowns out because Jake was low-key on it the last round. He was
I told you,
boom.
I wrote all of these down before.
So we'll start here with year one, though.
I don't know this.
I believe got to be the only player on the roster from Minnesota.
Yeah.
From Cottage Grove, Minnesota. Any guesses?
Sean Kinney?
No. No. RK?
I can't think of any players that haven't been on the list already.
I bet. Well, the next one.
I got to get my list up. Yeah, let me get this list up. I always forget that that's the only thing that gets me through this.
You can take chat away too if you want. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Please.
I forgot. I don't want to.
Sometimes. All right, here we go.
Yep.
Next one. He led his conference with 4 forced fumbles in 2024. That boy was putting helmet on the football. You know what I'm saying?
This is not power 4. This is not constricting the power 4, right? I'm not asking you if he is a power 4 player or not.
I don't feel comfortable answering that
It
question.
doesn't matter because conference
He just led his conference.
could be anything.
Yeah.
You see what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
yeah. So
That would be an additional hint that I'm not willing to give you.
You can pay for it.
Chill.
Yeah, that was kind of a little freaky.
Tyler,
Money. I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Tyler Moore?
Nope.
I was
bad
going to
guess,
guess
though.
Tyler Martinez.
Not Tyler Martinez.
From Albuquerque.
For the people playing along, also remember one guess per round.
Correct. Yeah.
Per hint.
As it's always been.
Since the beginning
As
of
it has,
it
will
inception
always
of this
be.
game.
All right, next one.
Last hint here on this one. He had 3 PBUs in an FCS playoff game last season.
I think I know who it is.
Just say it.
Is it Toby and Nene?
It is Toby and Nene. Damn it. That boy be getting his hands on footballs.
I can't believe we haven't done Toby and Nene yet.
Neither.
I know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't say it, but I just assumed. Why did I do that?
Yeah, if you got one, throw it out.
It was the northern connection, like Minnesota to North Dakota,
Yep.
that had me thinking that.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So Jake's up 1 here. That was a fun round. What we got next, yeah? From Jersey City, New Jersey.
Another Jersey kid, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lamont Lester Jr.
That is Lamont Lester. Jr.
Wow.
Oh,
Albany, right? Or Monmouth. That's right.
He was his conference's defensive rookie of the year last season. And he has the most pressures among CU transfers that they added this offseason. 50-plus pressures
LLJ.
last year. LOJ.
All right.
1-1. Let's get it.
Yep.
From Orlando, Florida. Florida boy.
I can't remember who we've done before.
Yeah, it's been 30 plus now at this point.
Okay.
No guess.
I'll
Okay.
throw out a guess. Cedric?
Cedric Smith? Nope.
I think we've had him
We
on
have had
this
Cedric
before.
on here before.
Okay.
RK, you got one before we go to the next hint?
Give me the next hint.
Here's the next hint. He returned 4
Jaquel
kickoffs. Jaquel Smith returned 4 kickoffs in 2025. He also had 100-plus yards in 4 games last season. Don't sleep on, buddy.
Damn.
As a true freshman, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
As a true freshman. Somebody potentially, as we know, Quinn Gibson, All-American as a returner last year, but Jaquel Smith kind of gives you another option potentially back there as a returner, and obviously he's explosive as a running back as well. RK's up 2-1. What we got next? 4 more. Yep. He ran for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns in a state title game as a senior.
Keneal Sweetwine?
Not Keneal Sweetwine.
Oh, it's not a transfer.
He's not a
Would he
transfer.
be considered a transfer, though?
I don't think so. No.
No, because one of the, what's the word? It's the special transfer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't think of it right now.
I'm gonna go.
But I wouldn't count him in this.
I'm going off the silhouette here. Isaac Wilson.
It is Isaac. Damn, the silhouette did gotta give it away. Yeah, Isaac. That's crazy, bro.
I did fuck up because I'm like, there's only quarterbacks that have this fucking stuff.
Yeah,
Facts.
only they stand like that. Is that why you went sweet wine?
Yes. Yes.
Body to the Polynesian Bowl. He has 2 71-yard touchdown passes in his young career, and obviously he's
Interesting.
played against Colorado twice now.
Balling out in camp, too,
Yeah, 100%.
or in spring football.
RK's up 3-1. Come on, Jakey.
All right.
Fight back. Fight back. First one here from Suffolk, Virginia.
Manny Iziogu.
Manny Easy O.
Let's go. We're going to do good at this.
I need to take out the hometowns for him.
Yeah.
He said he was a package deal with another CU transfer when he committed, that being Justin Eaglin.
Justin Eaglin. Okay.
38-inch vertical, ran a 4.46 at 240 pounds during winter workouts not too long ago.
My God.
Crazy athlete. And only a redshirt freshman last year. Will be a redshirt sophomore
Yep.
this year.
That CFP patch there, too.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah. 3-2, RK's up. What we got next? Yeah. No worries. He blocked 2 kicks in 2024, this next gentleman. Any guesses, fellas?
Samu.
Samu? No. Not a bad guess.
Palamodia?
Not a bad guess either. Nope, not Paul Amodia, though.
Oh, I should have looked at the.
Who we got next?
not
Yeah,
Samu.
or what we got next? He led the FCS in tackles for loss per game. 2.1 tackles for loss per game across the whole season. Led the entire FCS.
Tyler Martinez.
Not Tyler Martinez. He has been, I believe, on the game before. Jake, you got one?
I thought the per game would skew since he didn't play a lot of games.
Valid.
I'll shout out Balansama?
Not Balansama. Not a bad guess, though. This hint will certainly give it away, I would assume. Only player last season in the nation with 100-plus tackles and 15-plus tackles for loss.
Gideon Lampert.
Gideon ESPN Lampert. And obviously the FCS.
He hasn't been on here yet?
No, he hasn't. And obviously the FCS, when he led FCS in tackles for loss per game, that was when he was at Dayton
Right.
in 2024.
No.
God, he's such a dog.
He really is. 4-2, RK, last one here, right? Yeah.
Playing for pride.
Can't even make a bowl game.
Yep.
This young man's first career touch. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, his first career touch at the college level was a 16-yard rushing touchdown.
Ernest Campbell.
Not Ernest Campbell. I believe he's been on the game before.
He just looks like him.
Yeah, we gotta eliminate the silhouettes now, too. Jake?
Cam Perry? I feel like he's been on this, so.
Cam Perry has been on.
Yep.
Not a bad guess, though. Next one here. He has played in multiple FCS playoff games.
I feel like you're trying to sway me a direction here.
I'm not trying to do nothing, bro. Just trying to read these hints. That's all. Any guesses, boys?
No.
Danny Scudero?
Danny Scudero. Last hint, he had a 4-touchdown
forgot he
game
was Sac
last
State.
season. Yep.
Damn
Danny
it.
Scudero. That was the 35th player we've done on this beautiful game we like to call Guess That Transfer.
Wow.
Well
Thanks-
done, boys.
Thanks for doing that, man.
Good stuff, bro.
Great game.
Great win, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
This game ain't going away, though.
It's not. You're right. 100%.
It's the best thing we have going right now.
Let's let's do the draft.
Let's get it.
All right, there's a lot of negativity out there right now when it comes to this sport. A lot of uncertainty.
And some of it is from us.
Sure, of course. But we still love the game. We still love the sport of college football. So let's draft our favorite things that we still love about the game. Looks like Scotty's up first this time.
Well, all right. I can go first.
You have to.
You don't get a choice.
My favorite.
We could have made this a lot harder by doing favorite things that you still love about college football that aren't on game day.
Oh, damn.
Would have been like a
mine are on
three
game
round
day.
draft.
Yeah,
Maybe.
mine are on game day.
Yeah, of course.
Live mascots.
Nice.
They're sick. Ralphie, for example. The Georgia Bulldog. Bevo. War
Bevo.
Eagle. Sure, Bevo. Sure. Okay, my bad.
Actually, you know what? Say it the other way.
Yeah. Horns down podcast for sure.
So give me live mascots, man. That is just so college football. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. And I love that that's still a tradition that is still alive here in the big year 2026.
I love that. I'm also going to go with something during games.
We all everything of the whole thing probably will be during games.
So specifically what I want, I'm just going to say the bands, but specifically like, man, when it's like loading up for a big third down and you just hear the band just dun-dun-dun, dun, 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 just you know what I mean? Just hyping everyone up. Like,
that's a good one.
I love that
It's
shit.
so hard.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Sure.
Big band in Jacksonville.
Big man in Jacksonville.
That turns it down. Let me get tailgating.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
I love tailgating.
Back to back.
Yeah. I got to think of what will come back around to me that I don't think this one will, so I'll just do rivalry games. I think that college football rivalries are better than rivalries in any other sport.
I agree.
I'll give you a second here.
Sorry, I still haven't got press publish.
This might be a little divisive. Portal season though.
I was low-key thinking that too, bro.
When it's
I was thinking that too.
and I feel like I should get bonus points for picking a non-game day thing.
You should.
Man, when that thing opens and you're like, shit, who we gonna
When it's
get?
cracking,
Like,
it's cracking, bro.
who's visiting this weekend, bro? Like, man, that stuff
Facts.
still hits.
Nah, you're
So portal season for sure.
It's one of those things for me where it's like, I like it only because it's like a necessary evil.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
I would prefer to not have it. But only from a purely like selfish fan enjoying the sport standpoint. I totally understand that these kids should have the opportunities to go to a place where they have more opportunity. But from my perspective of just being a fan, not a fan.
Well, okay, if this was like 15 years ago, though, it'd be like National Signing Day.
Yes.
right.
Like acquisition day, player acquisition
I mean,
day.
just think of the best players. A lot of them are the Coach Prime era at Colorado. Almost all of them are transfers.
Of course.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure.
So, yeah, I agree with you on that, Jake. Like I said, I thought about picking that too. Am I back up? I guess we'll go with somebody said in the chat, field storms.
Yeah.
Crowd. I don't know if it's crowd storm, field storm, either way.
Rushing the field.
We got
Field
storming
rush.
the field. Yeah, we
Field
got
storm.
one in Folsom Field this past season. Although it was a tough season, that was still a dope day.
Yeah.
Ranked win.
Yeah, 100% against a top 25 team. And whenever that happens, man, I mean, I think of the when Tennessee beat Alabama a couple years ago,
Yep.
and they took down the whole
So good.
goalpost and whatnot. It's just a classic. And again, I feel like it's something that only happens in college football. It obviously happens in college basketball too, but it just hits different when it's on grass.
Field stormer is like the definition of the phrase absolute scenes.
Yeah.
Like it's just scenes.
Yeah.
Not a real spill.
You got another one.
Oh yeah, I do. Bet. Let's do that.
We are wrapping up the show. If you're watching on your television, head on over to thednvr.com where we'll wrap up as we go into overtime. Who you got?
Can I do upsets here? Or is that too closely related to field storming? Like the classic, top 25 upset. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
Or is
allow
that
it.
too?
I think I'll allow it.
Okay. Yeah. upsets.
I mean, you kind of just took home upsets and road upsets. with
True.
Back-to-back
Valid.
picks, but
I mean, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
So-
because
Road
road
upsets never
upsets
happen.
hit. They hit though. I'm saying like
Yeah.
them things hit. So yeah, give me a good college football upset, bro. So lit.
I pick the EA college football game.
That's a good one.
Nice.
That's a good
2
one.
out of game day. Nice.
Yeah, the EA college football game. Look, there's issues with it. It's not the perfect
Yes.
video game, but this last year's 26, I think is my favorite football video game that I've played in so long. I put a lot of hours into that one.
Yeah.
Bird in the comment actually just said the one that I've been sitting on here for 5 picks, and that is the student section.
Great pick.
It truly is like it's the combination of the student section and the band
Mm-hmm.
that gives college football an aura that the NFL just never could never match.
Yeah.
And we all 3 of us love the NFL, but it just hits so different on a broadcast, or especially when you're in the game, just like the band, and then they pan to the students and they're going crazy, and yeah. Man, trying to figure out how to. I guess I'll just call this one traditions. Like,
Expand on that.
Yeah, I
know
think
what
you do
mean?
gotta
That's
be
what
even
I'm
more
trying to
specific.
figure out how to say it, but it's like each school having their own little thing that they do. Whether for us it's running Ralphie, which yes falls in the live mascot, but like, you know, it's running down the hill at Clemson, it's touching the sign at Notre Dame. It's just
See, I was gonna pick that, but like for something else, like a different, like not tradition, but I was gonna call it something else. But
you could
you
call
got
it.
it. You're up next.
You call it pageantry.
I was gonna call it. I was gonna specifically go with like team walkouts, like when they walk out onto the field. Like I thought of Clemson,
Team
like Virginia Tech,
entrances.
team entrances.
Yes.
Virginia Tech with like the Sandman.
I kind of like heritage.
No.
No, because it is a little bit of that. Like it's been passed down by like
Pageantry is a good word
generations.
Okay, we'll call it pageantry.
That's valid.
because that is purely college football
For sure.
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah. God, I love that.
All right, I'm next up, and I don't really know what to pick.
I'm gonna take such a weird one with my last pick, so get as weird as you want.
Okay, so this was actually one of the first ones that popped into my head, and it gets very annoying for sure, but I still love it. Just like the discourse around the sport, like who's going to be ranked in the playoff this week, like that stuff, like that type of stuff. You know, like we make it through 2 weeks, and it's already like, all right, who's your favorite out of the Big Ten, like that type of stuff. Like, I don't know. I guess just CFB discourse, if that counts, or the.
I think it does. I think that's
Discord.
So, yeah, just that stuff never gets old to me. Talking about the Heisman Trophy.
Heisman, yeah.
Yeah. So, and it's basically what we do anyway. So,
It feels like college football has a really good in-season discourse.
yes.
Whereas, like, I love it, but the NBA has a terrible in-season
Terrible.
discourse.
Terrible.
truly, truly. Can we pick people here?
Depends.
Can I pick a person?
You gonna pick Paul?
Who?
Paul?
Feinbaum? No. I am going to pick a college football legend. Give me Lee Corso.
Like, nice.
Lee Corso is like, he is college football. As
You
far
want
as
to just
me as a
pick
kid.
college game day?
No, I don't. I specifically don't want to pick college game. But yeah, Lee Corso with the, you know, obviously the
Mascot
headgear.
picks. Yeah.
He's a legend. So give me Lee Corso. And I really don't know what to do with my last one. So
Get creative, brother. I think that's what we're all going to
throw
be
me something in
doing.
the chat, y'all. Give me something I can work with.
Oh, come on.
You want parties and getting wasted?
I mean, if it's available. I mean, recruiting bird says. How about, you know, I'll just say the Heisman, like the Heisman ceremony.
Why does the Heisman feel so much cooler than every other sports MVP?
It's crazy.
It
Yeah.
always has been, though.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. So I'll go with the Heisman ceremony. You know, obviously seeing a kid, obviously we were very close to it with Travis a couple years ago, but seeing a young man kind of realize their dreams.
We were at the after party, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't want to
Hell
flex.
yeah, we are.
I ain't want to flex.
Hell yeah, we are.
But yeah, seeing the kid realize their dreams and, you know, touch a
I mean,
a
it's-
statue that they have seen and thought about since they were kids.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's the most iconic trophy, I think, one of the most iconic trophies in sports. There's nothing else that looks like that.
At least when you're not talking about championships, yes.
For sure.
Right. But like when it comes to just the pose itself, man, like
oh yeah,
that is so iconic. And, you know, there's a lot of awards that try and do those types of things. Like whatever the NBA MVP used to be, kind of had it a little bit. You know, I think of Kevin Durant with the first one.
yeah. I can't really picture that right now for some reason.
I'll show it to you, bro. Yeah, from that moment, but good pick.
Who you got?
Oh Lord. Again, kind of a weird one, but hostile environments. Hostile environments on
It's kind
game
of a
days.
combination of some things that are already in here.
True.
But
Sure.
Like
I'll allow
student
it.
section, yeah,
But, like-
ban all that. Yeah, but no, it's valid.
I just think of like the scenes on game day when it's like you see the team getting off the bus and they're walking through the tunnel and there's just the opposing fans and the players got their headphones in, they're super locked in, straight faced, but the fans are going crazy on the side. You know what I mean? And just
Well, and just like college fans are so much more unhinged.
yes,
That makes the environments actually hostile. And it's funny whenever there's like an SEC quarterback or whatever, he's like a rookie and they're like, this is his first ever game in Arrowhead. And I'm like, this guy played in the SEC, bro.
Yeah.
Arrowhead is nothing to
Bro,
him.
that's what Jackson Dart said like, a handful of times this year.
Yeah.
Where they would ask somebody, he was like, bro, I played in the SEC, bro. Like, I've played at
There's
Bama, but, like,
100,000 people at Tennessee.
for real.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. This one's weird.
let's hear it.
This one's weird. You guys are probably going to try to make it even weirder, but I just love the smell of the stadium.
Fuck yeah, bro.
I love it so much. I feel like it travels. Like when I went to West Virginia, I walked in, I was like, oh, there it is. It's like beer mixed with the grill, mixed with sweat or something.
So every stadium has the same stadium smell?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
But it,
Folsom's is my favorite.
I thought so.
but there's I know what you're saying. There's like it's just the smell of a football stadium. It's different.
It's the best.
Oh, for sure.
I love it so much.
No, it's not bad. That's not too
Especially
crazy.
like the first time I walk into Folsom for a game day every year.
Yep.
I get the first hit of it.
Get nostalgia and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought about it just for the conversation. I thought about it.
Oh, uniforms would have been a good one.
That would have been good.
Ah,
Where was you when I needed you, Reese?
for
Yeah.
they need to make that mandatory. Honestly,
Low
Yeah.
key.
that was a fun
Good
show.
show.
Definitely. You'll be back next week.
Yep.
Cool. So we are live tomorrow at 1. We do have practice tomorrow as well. It's going to be a jam-packed day. Should be fun, though. Next week is spring break, however. And next week we will be live every day at 1 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
All right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. All right, chat. We'll see you guys tomorrow. School Buffs.
Let's go Buffs.
We all silly like the